My name is Emily Carter and I'm 34 years old. There I was, right in the middle of that family dinner in Seattle, the air thick with tension, as my mom slammed her hand on the table. "Give me your credit card, Emily. Your sister needs $200,000 for the wedding deposits. Now." Her eyes locked on mine, unblinking like it was the most normal ask in the world. My older sister sat across from me, her fork paused mid-air waiting for my move. I stared back, heart pounding. "Mom, no. That's my money from EduLink. You can't just demand it like this." She leaned in closer, voice dropping to a hiss. "Don't be ridiculous. This is for family. Your sister's big day. Do you want to ruin it?" I shook my head, pushing my chair back. "It's not about ruining anything. It's about respect. I won't hand it over." That's when her face twisted. In one swift motion, she reached across and slapped me hard across the cheek, the sharp sting echoing in the room. "Get out of this house if you're that selfish." My sister didn't say a word, just smirked, her eyes gleaming with something cold. My dad looked away, silent as always. I touched my burning skin, grabbed my keys, and walked outdoors, slamming behind me. No goodbye, no turning back. 10 years later, my phone buzzed with 35 missed calls from Mom. Her voicemail cracked. "Emily, we need help. Everyone's struggling. Can you—" I typed back calmly. "Yes, but not you guys." Before I get into how that dinner shattered everything and led to the revenge I'd never imagined, let me know where you're watching from and hit subscribe if you've ever faced a family demand that crossed every line. With that slap still burning, I drove to a discreet Portland lawyer specializing in identity changes. He staged a single-car crash on a rainy highway ruled unavoidable by a paid coroner. News hit fast: Emily Carter, 26, dead in a tragic wreck. No body found, just debris to sell the story. I slipped away to Miami as Emma Wilson, my face tweaked slightly, nose reshaped, hair dyed auburn to avoid recognition. Megan, my cousin, was my only confidant. She'd seen Mom favor Brittany's scholarships over my straight A's growing up. "This is wild, Emily," she said on an encrypted call from Seattle, "but you deserve a fresh start." She relayed family updates and funneled funds, keeping my secret. Through her, I heard the funeral was rushed, Mom's tears, fake dad mumbling, Brittany and Ryan eyeing my empty savings account. In Miami, I rented a plain condo near the beach and revived EduLink under my alias, registering it in Florida to cut Carter ties. I emailed Dr. Kevin Thompson, my Oregon State mentor, anonymously. He saw the platform's potential and consulted remotely. "Emma, this could shake up edtech," he wrote, urging a sharper interface for small businesses and compliance certifications. I coded nights, mastering algorithms for secure data. Cash trickled in from freelance web gigs on dark web forums, enough to hire an ex-FBI private investigator. "Hit the easy targets first," I told him via burner phones. Ryan was first, siphoning law firm funds to offshore accounts, dodging audits with fake invoices. Tapped calls caught him bragging, "Brittany's pay funds, the show mine stays hidden." The PI snapped ledgers at shady meetings, proof piling up. Brittany followed. Her education exec rise leaned on a plagiarized master's thesis, chunks lifted from journals. Hacked emails showed her pleading to a subordinate, "Fix citations if the board knows I'm done." Mom's connections had secured her program entry, but Brittany took shortcuts to stand out. Mom and Dad were tougher. The PI dug into school district records, finding skimmed student funds, fake receipts for supplies, thousands pocketed. Their emails planned it. "Brittany's wedding needs help, our secret." Dossiers grew, transfers, forged docs, colleague suspicions, all in my encrypted drive. I stayed cold, journaling to keep focus. Revenge is a dish best served systematically. I wrote, watching Atlantic waves. Megan updated, "They're selling your stuff, pretending you're gone. Brittany's promotion bash ignored you." EduLink's beta launched with Miami startups, tweaks from Kevin fixing early bugs. Users hit 50 subscriptions starting. I hired a coder in India and a marketer in Texas, keeping them unaware of my past. Year 2 intensified. The PI uncovered Ryan and Brittany plotting to hide her bonuses offshore. "We earned this," Ryan emailed. A suppressed whistleblower email exposed Brittany's plagiarism. Mom and Dad's audits confirmed a decade of diversions, $15,000 for Brittany's milestones. "Our girl comes first," Mom noted. EduLink grew fast. Kevin's push landed $2 million in seed funding. AI courses and HR integrations boosted users to 300 valuation at $20 million. I ran it from a South Beach office, staying low-key. Megan visited, warning, "You're unstoppable, Emma, but don't lose yourself." The fire held steady. After 2 years, my files were solid: recordings, photos, trails. Ryan faced years in jail. Brittany's career hung on her degree. Mom and Dad risked charges. One humid night, I eyed the drive. The plan was set: time to return, not as their daughter, but as their reckoning. With the plan set, I returned at 28 as Emma Wilson, Megan's old friend from college. "She's an edtech expert, could boost your career," Megan pitched to Brittany over coffee. A lunch invite followed fast, set at a downtown Seattle cafe with harbor views. No one recognized me. The subtle changes, sharper jawline, auburn waves, green contacts worked perfectly. Mom squinted briefly during introductions. "You remind me of our Emily, gone too soon." I smiled lightly. "Just a Northwest thing, faces blend." Dad barely looked up from his plate while Ryan shook my hand. "Heard you advise on investments, my firm needs ideas," Brittany added quickly. "And my thesis revisions." The board's relentless. I slipped into the role effortlessly. First stop was Ryan's office in a Bellevue high-rise, reviewing his portfolio over coffee. "Your setup looks tight, but it could draw eyes," I said casually. "I know people who can layer protection." He leaned in. "Tell me more." I offered a plan with traps, shell accounts rigged to flag scrutiny, framing it as safe. "Minimizes exposure," I assured. He sent fees to my hidden account. "Brittany's spending pushes me, this helps." Brittany's sessions were at her Capitol Hill condo, papers strewn across her desk. "Policy sections are tough," she vented. I spotted fudged sections in her drafts. "Let's rephrase for clarity. My tool checks overlaps." As we edited, she shared how Mom secured her program entry. My recorder caught it all. "You'll stand out," I said. "Emily never had this focus." She nodded. "You get it, she didn't." Tension crept in. Brittany paused once. "Your voice sounds like my sister's." My heart raced, but I deflected. Regional accent sticks around. She let it go. "Mom dropped by with coffee another day." "Emma, you've got Emily's quiet strength, strange." I shifted focus. "Brittany's carrying your legacy well." Dad, on a video call from school, praised my budget tips. Each moment pushed the disguise's limits. Irony stung at their dinners. "You're the sister we needed," Mom said, passing bread. Ryan toasted. "Emma fits better than the old chaos." Brittany squeezed my arm. "You understand us unlike her." They shared openly Ryan's firm pressures, Brittany's board worries, Mom's budget tweaks. My phone recorded softly. "Emma listens," Dad said, "not like before." Trust built quickly. Ryan shared sensitive files. "Rely on you." Brittany admitted advisor suspicions. "If this leaks, I'm done." Mom and Dad asked about district budgets, revealing their moves. Megan warned Brittany's digging into your past. I fed vague stories, East Coast startup grind. By month's end, traps were locked. Ryan's deals routed through my shells, ready for flags. Brittany's edits tied to fakes. Mom and Dad's budget talks exposed their cuts. At a barbecue, Ryan grinned. "Your family now, Emma." Brittany agreed. "Wish Emily was this easy." My recorder hummed the stage set. With their trust secured, I shifted to sowing discord as Emma, exploiting tensions with subtle nudges. Ryan opened the door during a follow-up at his Bellevue office, venting about home stress. "Colleagues hit rough patches when secrets pile up," I remarked casually while scanning his files. That night, I sent an anonymous email to Brittany's inbox, forged photos of Ryan with a woman from his firm, time-stamped late, captioned, "Late work nights." The fallout hit fast. Megan texted the next morning, their kitchen erupted, Brittany shouting, "Who's she, Ryan? Another client." He denied it sharply. "Just drinks, you're overreacting." The rift grew. Brittany's texts to me turned curt. Ryan canceled our next meeting with a vague, "busy" schedule. The PI's updates confirmed escalating fights. She checked his phone. He snapped at her doubts. I pivoted to Mom and Dad over tea at their home. "With kids grown, it's smart to check if support flows both ways," I said. Mom admitted Brittany's calls had dwindled. Ryan always tied up. Dad nodded warily. I suggested a quick account review. They pulled records, spotting irregularities. "These don't add up," Dad muttered. Mom defended, "For Brittany's wedding." Doubt crept in, dinner talks turning to ungrateful kids. Brittany called rattled. "Ryan's hiding something odd," messages. At a park meet, she showed the forged screenshots. "Men like him chase thrills under pressure," I said. Her old resentment flared. Mom's favoritism always made her guard the spotlight. "I won't let him drag me down." Ryan confided later at lunch. "Brittany's paranoid over nothing, her family's always first." I nudged, "Protect your own interests." He shared more hidden deals, widening their split. They skipped family gatherings. He slept on the couch. Mom and Dad's strain surfaced next. Dad called Brittany, voice sharp. "We covered wedding extras from school funds." She fired back, "You pushed it, blame Ryan." Mom tried to mediate, but my words lingered. At a visit, Mom whispered, "Dad thinks they're taking advantage. Brittany's events, Ryan's tips cost us." I urged, "Talk it out. Boundaries help." Dad overheard, sparking a living room clash. Mom for "our girl." Dad blaming favoritism. Their fights went public. Megan saw Brittany and Ryan at a restaurant, voices raised. "You broke trust," she yelled. He shot back, "Your fakes ruin us." The PI caught audio. Brittany on Ryan's hidden funds, he on her stolen work. Mom's calls to Brittany failed. Dad refused to join. "They're draining us," he told me over coffee, my recorder catching his frustration. Brittany, isolated, leaned on me. "Ryan's leaving me broke." I suggested a PI. My contact fed more fakes. Their home confrontation shook, the block doors slamming. Mom and Dad argued over their own cuts. Dad demanded clarity. Mom insisted it was for family. The strategy clicked: divide and conquer their resentments. Brittany's spotlight, Ryan's greed, parents' guilt-fueling chaos. Megan updated, "Divorce talks real. They're lawyering up." I watched from afar, detached, their cracks splitting wide open. With their fractures at their deepest, I struck at 30, 4 years after my staged death, hosting a memorial as Emma for a charity honoring lost ties. Invites read, "For Emily Carter and others gone, join for renewal." The Seattle waterfront ballroom, booked via a shell company, buzzed with Megan's confirmed RSVPs. "They're desperate for closure," she whispered during setup. Chandeliers glowed over white tables as guests, family friends. Brittany's colleagues, Ryan's partners, mingled with wine. I watched via hidden cameras from a side room, dressed to blend. Mom and Dad arrived first, composed but strained. Brittany and Ryan entered last, tension thick, she in a stiff dress, he tugging his tie. They spotted Emma at the podium. "Beautifully done," Brittany said, hugging me. "Emily'd approve." Ryan nodded. "Classy." Tributes opened softly, a friend on my promise, another my resolve. I took the mic, voice steady. "We honor the absent and their lessons." Murmurs rose. I signaled. Lights dimmed, screen lit. Funeral clip played. Mom's whisper, "Relief she's gone, focus on Brittany." Gasps spread. Mom gripped her chair. Dad froze. Brittany stared. "What's this?" I met her eyes. The start. Ryan's audio next. "Extra income's hidden, we deserve it." Diagrams flashed, shady financial flows. Silence fell. Ryan's colleagues stirred. He stood. Emma, stop. Phones glowed. Brittany's emails followed. Fix citations, Mom got me in. Highlighted fudges showed stolen work. She paled. How? Mom clutched Dad. Error. Parents' records closed. Diverted funds for Brittany's milestones. Dad's voice. Her path first. Chart showed $15,000 missing. Chaos erupted. Mom slumped, gasping. Impossible. Dad lunged at the screen. Who did this? Brittany yelled at Ryan. Your deals leaked. He shoved back. Your lies caused it. Guests scattered. Phone flashes lit exits. Security blocked doors. I dropped the wig-wiped makeup revealing my face. The room stilled. Miss Me Never Gone saw it all. Mom choked. Emily? Brittany staggered. Can't be. Ryan blanched. What? Dad stared. They rushed. Megan held them back. Let her speak. I kept the mic. You grieved my absence but cheered at fighting over scraps. Mom's funeral words heard. Dad's silence at demands noted. Brittany Ryan calling me failure while lying. Mom sobbed. We thought you lost forgive, Brittany cried. Grief drove us, Ryan snarled. Blackmail lawsuit. I raised a hand. Justice, not blackmail. All recorded legally. Ryan authorities start tomorrow. Brittany, your standing ends soon. Mom-Dad district reviews begin. Drives with proof files, timestamps passed out. Guests whispered, alive all along. Brittany grabbed my sleeve. Why we cared. I broke free. Care demanding my money, striking me smirking. That's disposable. Mom wailed. Mistakes save us. Dad begged. Scandal hurts all. Ryan hissed. You're the villain. Security led them out as media pings hit leaks timed for networks. Villains come from neglect, I told the crowd. I'm done playing victim. Lawyers waited with papers. Flashes erupted. Calls echoed. I left with Megan truth out their world shattered. The chaos from the event spilled into dawn, but I was back in Miami with Megan tracking news on my phone. Seattle channels broke it first. Dead woman returns exposes family secrets. By midday, national headlines blared on CNN, girl back from grave for revenge. Social media surged. Emily returns, viral ballroom clips hitting millions of views. Comments exploded, betrayal like no other. Legal fallout struck fast. Ryan's firm suspended him. Investigators raided his office, seizing files. Charges for financial misconduct loomed, threatening years behind bars. He surrendered at the federal building, cameras flashing. I didn't know, he claimed, but evidence locked it. Bail denied, deemed a risk. Brittany visited, her face drawn on leaked footage. Brittany's career collapsed. An urgent board review voided her credentials for inconsistencies. Standards breached, the dean declared. Her employer fired her instantly, citing misconduct. Job applications failed, background checks flagged the scandal. She hid in her condo, dodging angry calls from ex-colleagues, one plea to the board surfacing, mistake careers gone. Mom and Dad faced a probe. Audits exposed diverted school funds, thousands for Brittany's milestones. Their licenses were suspended, penalties demanded. They sold their home to cover costs, moving to a small Tacoma rental. Mom's TV interview shook, for our daughter's good. Dad stayed quiet, dodging cameras. Social fallout spread. Global coverage Times feature fake death to family ruin. Podcasts called it a modern Monte Cristo. Brittany's profiles froze under scrutiny. Ryan's network cut him. Friends' faded invitations stopped. Mom's support group shunned her. Dad worked odd jobs at a supply store. In Miami, my penthouse gleamed over Biscayne Bay, open and sleek. Edulink's board met virtually. Valuation hit $500 million, post-story investors rushing in. Your ARC sells, a VC emailed. I went public as Emily Carter CEO in a Forbes interview. built from zero, not lies. New offices opened in major cities, users at 10,000. Justin, my husband, managed to press smoothly after our quiet beach wedding with Megan as witness. Abigail, our 2-year-old, played carefree. A national broadcast framed it as a reckoning. I sat, composed, suited. They took my money, struck me, erased me, now they face truth. Clips showed party chaos, family fallout. Ratings soared. Book offers came. I focused on charity trauma survivor talks, stressing accountability over vengeance. Their lives unraveled. Ryan took a plea for a reduced term, barred from his field. Brittany's divorce left her with little. She took city driving jobs, earnings tight. Mom and Dad relied on limited benefits, food stamps, basic health coverage for Dad's stress issues. They sent voicemails via Megan. Sorry, help us. I blocked them, lawyers handling it. Penthouse life thrived. Justin's industry book launched dedicated to my rise. Abigail's joy-lit evenings. Megan's visits bonded us. EduLink's ethics module went free globally, downloads spiking. A tabloid split image showed me at a gala poised, them in a dim rental worn. Media named it Emily's Empire, billionaire by quarter's end. Interview funds aided hotlines, turning pain outward. Their pleas stopped. Silence signaled defeat. I moved on, boardrooms, family nights, open future. Their ruin settled, the final act unfolded in quiet desperation. 6 months post-party pleas trickled through lawyers, then direct, despite blocks. Mom's 35 voicemails in a week begged, Emily, we're crumbling, Brittany's alone, Ryan gone, help us. Her voice broke, a cheap fan humming. I listened once, deleted. Brittany texted from a new number. Sis, divorce destroyed me. Everything's lost. Talk. Ryan's jail letters promised change for one call. Dad's brief, regret all, family. Megan screened most, but I agreed to one last meeting, a Miami park bench under palms. They scraped funds from a failed crowdfunding attempt. Mom looked frail, Dad slumped. Brittany gaunt, Ryan absent, bail denied. Emily. Mom rushed, arms open. We've suffered enough. Brittany nodded, eyes swollen. You turn the world against us. Dad lingered back. Hear us. I sat upright, hands folded. Speak. Mom pleaded. Charges ruin us, Ryan's trial nears, Brittany jobless. We sold everything. Drop them. Brittany cut in. You faked death, spied, wrecked us, spite, Dad soft. Wrong on money, favoritism. Blood holds. They begged Mom for mercy, Brittany for an EduLink job, Dad for a loan. Silence lingered. My speech came steady. I forgive, because grudges exhaust, they poison the bearer. Mom's strikes demands. Dad's silence. Brittany's smirks, lies. Ryan's greed, I've carried enough, now let go. Relief crossed them. Mom reached. Help family mends. You never forget, I said, pulling back. History stops repeat mistakes. You demanded my wedding funds, treated me expendable, reap what sowed. No drops, jobs, loans, walk on. Shock hit. Brittany stood. Cruel. Mom wept. All this, Dad begged. One chance. I rose. Chances ended at that dinner. They scattered, Mom crying, Brittany cursing, Dad trailing. I walked off, Megan texting, okay. Penthouse waited, Justin grilling, Abigail sketching. Mama. She hugged my legs. Megan arrived, wine ready. They left broken. Justin kissed my forehead. Strong move. Closure sank deep. Pain turned to power. EduLink Global Europe and Asia valued at $1 billion. I mentored founders, teaching boundaries build empires. Justin's book on reinvention launched. Abigail asked about other family. Some ties end for better ones, I said. Megan, her aunt, joined beach weekends. Their end faded distant. Ryan's plea gave 5 years, barred forever. Brittany's divorce left little. She drove rideshare, tips, slim friends gone. Mom and Dad's probation ended, licenses gone. They moved to a Florida senior unit living on pensions food stamps. Mom helped at a library, Dad fixed appliances. Megan heard, "They regret, but don't reach out. Please stopped pride or shame." I thrived free. EduLink's ethics module went global, downloads spiked. Galas called me Tech Phoenix, but I valued Abigail's plays, Justin's wins, Megan's visits. Best revenge was living well, empire built love, chosen past a shadow. They faded. I stepped into light.